Welcome back to the Automotive Blockchain channel, where we bring you blockchain and crypto news relating to the automotive industry. So Elon Musk, just about 24 hours ago, was on Twitter poking another bear, a billion-dollar bear again. He tweeted out, "At Jeff Bezos is a copycat, ha ha ha. Amazon acquires self-driving startup Zooks, for over 1.2 billion." And I was like, wow, that's amazing. It does not surprise me, but I'm always chuckling when these two, especially Elon, pokes at Jeff Bezos. But that said, what I did is I looked into what Zooks is currently doing, and a quick search brought up that recently here on April 6th, Zooks cited COVID-19 shutdown layoffs its autonomous vehicle backup drivers. And I know to some of you that might sound funny, because why would you need to have a backup driver for an autonomous vehicle? But needless to say, we digress. So it's actually a pretty serious article. Anytime people are laid off as a result of COVID, it's just one of those things that are part of the economy. So we scrolled down and we realized Zooks, the ambitious self-driving startup, said to be worth over $3 billion. Now, just remember, we just realized that Elon Musk had purchased it for a little over $1.2 billion. So perhaps he got a deal. But the Zooks workers were informed in an email sent out Friday that their jobs were being terminated. And this is back in April. So we're hoping that with this this news that has just come out, that some of them will get their jobs back. Now, just looking a little bit into Zooks and what they are doing currently, I went over to their website. And Zooks in and of itself, the site actually is pretty basic. But they tout some of their technology in the opening header video. And then you scroll down and it says Zooks is creating autonomous mobility from the ground up, fully automated or autonomous driving, purpose-built vehicle, on-demand mobility. One of the interesting things I note is more than just a car with a computer. We are applying the latest in automotive, robotics, and renewable energy to design a symmetrical, bidirectional, zero-emissions vehicle from the ground up to solve unique challenges of autonomous mobility. And I'm here to say that there are a lot of players in the automotive manufacturing sector that are doing the exact same thing as it pertains to zero emissions vehicles. In a future video here, I will talk about what Ford is doing. But that said, the Zooks here is promoting themselves as being more than just a car, and they say the next generation of mobility is for riders, not drivers. We are designing new ways to make our time between places more useful, more social, and more fun. So when you think of autonomous vehicles, you probably should think a little bit less of this and a little bit more of this.
Where am I? You're in a Johnny Cat.
So that being said, that is Zooks. And so I started thinking a little bit, and I found this over in Forbes. It says, as an extension of Amazon's web services, the e-commerce behemoth offers blockchain tools for companies that don't want to build their own. Interesting enough, Nestle used Amazon's blockchain product to help launch a new coffee brand, Chain of Origin, where consumers can look inside the coffee supply chain. They can scan a QR code to see at which small farm the beans were planted and where they were roasted. And I'm here to tell you, I won't get into the articles of this, but there is a huge push overall to have every aspect of supply chain, whether it's coffee beans or cars, to be tracked somewhere in the blockchain. So that is an interesting thing, and that'll apply in the automotive industry, which is a big plus when it comes to things such as recalls or accidents and stuff that are happening. But I wanted to just kind of point out here this last sentence that is right here, and it shows that other Amazon blockchain clients include Sony Music Japan, BMW, Accenture, and South Korean craft brewery Jinju Beer. Let's focus obviously on the BMW and Accenture. Where have I seen those before? Well, when you go over to the Mobi homepage, and you look at their community overall, you can see very easily that in their community is Accenture and BMW. And might I add that BMW and I believe Accenture are one of the founding members of Mobi, the Mobi. So that is quite interesting. And as of the date of recording this video, I can honestly say that neither Amazon or Tesla are in this community. So it will be interesting to see how things change. And for those of you that are starting to keep track of Mobi, this is a fairly new consortium of manufacturers and people that aid the industry. They're not as big as Beta yet, but needless to say, they are growing. Keep a lookout for this because this community is changing literally every day. Now, I also decided to say there are other areas of the blockchain community that are interesting as far as BMW is concerned. So recently posted here, BMW has been really pushing the initiatives on a very vast scale in comparison to what I found with one of the other German manufacturers. So in this article here, came up from the BMW group. It reads, BMW Korea recruits membership programs, BMW Vantage, customer experience group. So what is that? Well, in essence, BMW Vantage, which is about to release in the second half of this year, and this is 2020, and this article came out in January 6th. So you have to keep in mind that this is before the huge outbreak of COVID, even in Korea for that matter. Just keep that in mind that some of this might be delayed. It's a membership program that provides services such as coin accumulation, payment, and discount, as well as integrated services across lifestyles such as mobility, travel, culture, and education. So they're looking to put out this coin, and I'm curious to see whether this coin that they're going to be using is going to be a specific BMW coin or something that way may have a greater value outside, something that's more decentralized outside of the BMW wheelhouse. It's one of those things where maybe they should get with BMW or, get with Amazon and, offer an Amazon gift card because that would probably go a little more widespread, or an Alibaba card or something like that. But one thing I want to note with this, and that is across lifestyles such as mobility, travel, culture, the huge push that the manufacturers and the entire blockchain community, especially in the automotive, are trying to do is to bridge the gap, especially in the autonomous vehicles, between the vehicle and the consumer and everything else, so that they can all be interconnected. So that if you are going to be shopping for a car,
well, my son here looking to buy his first car,
you can be part of the same blockchain group that may be part of travel, so that when you are registered in that blockchain group and as a registered member, you subsequently would be able to then go ahead and take advantage of the perks that are associated with other members of that group without re-registering, without verifying your name, etc., etc. So that being said, one last thing on this is that if you scroll down here, it shows the application. They're going to be sending out an application letter, and the application letter will be sent to customers who've purchased a BMW vehicle for the past 3 years and given a certain benefit, such as providing 30,000 coins to the 1,000 first come, first served customers who have completed the application through the link in the text message that they send. So that is the information on that. So that is what is going on as it goes with Elon Musk and Amazon. More news to come from Automotive Blockchain. Hey, please do not forget to subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell, and we look forward to seeing you next time.